Hello everybody, it's the Green Talents coming at you with a video update on the recent coaching hires that the Eagles have done today. They actually hired two new guys and they retained one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there on the forefront so you can get some idea of who I'm about to talk about and who you guys have probably already have seen on the internet, Facebook, or may have seen it on NFL Network, or you may have seen it on ESPN for that matter, or FS1, which is what a lot of people look at now. You know what I'm saying? But so let's go ahead and break it down right quick so you guys can get an idea who I am referring to. The first coach the Eagles hired today that I got wind of is a guy named Jay Valet. Jay Valet. I think that's his name. Valai. I think that's Valet. I think they got that right. I could be wrong, but he actually coached at University of Rutgers, which is where his career started. Then he went to University of Georgia. He coached there. I don't have the dates or years of where he got coached at. I just got this off the internet just now. And from those two schools, he went to the Kansas City Chiefs back in 2018, which is where he was the defensive quality control coach there. And I guess from 2018 to 2019, what I want to say, or yeah, 2019 probably, he became the cornerback coach, which he got a promotion at the University of Texas. He coached under Tom Harriman. I'm quite sure you guys know who he is. He's the former college coach for University of Texas. And I think Tom Harriman plucked him off Andy Reid's staff to become the cornerback coach, which beforehand he was the defensive quality control coach. So it's kind of like a promotion in a sense. So with that being said, the Eagles hired him today to be the new cornerback coach. So he took the same position as cornerback coach, which is what he wore at Texas, to become the cornerback coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's kind of strange considering he was released from Texas, University of Texas, under Tom Harriman when Harriman got fired. So that's kind of strange. So I'm not quite sure about that hire. Maybe it's good. I don't know, but it's a lot to say and a lot to recommend with this new hire. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the Eagles see something in him, or maybe he done something at the college level, or he done something with Andy Reid's staff at the time before going to University of Texas, or he might have done real well at Rutgers University, or he might have done real well at Georgia. I really don't know. But those are the three places he coached at before becoming the Eagles head coach. The fourth place he coached them before landing, and his fifth destiny with the Philadelphia Eagles and cornerback coach. Go and get that right, so I won't mispronounce or missay that. And the second guy they hired today, I got wind of his way. His name is Nick Rallis. He was the Vikings assistant linebacker coach, is what he was. Um, he also, before that, though, he was the defensive quality control coach. But the Eagles hired him this year to be the head linebacker coach, which is good because that's promotion. Like I said, you got to start from the ground up. And so when you are a defensive quality control coach, depending where they put you at, you could be at safeties, you could be at linebackers, or you could be at cornerbacks, you could be at defensive backs, or you could be defensive line coach. Ain't no telling where they'll place you at. So apparently he's pretty good at the linebacker position because I don't know if he, I want to say he was a linebacker at college. That's what I want to say. And his college career probably didn't go very well, so he became an assistant coach, which is where he started at, which was defensive quality control coach. Then he went to assistant linebackers, and now he's now the head linebackers for the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's a good deal, and there's no complaint there. So that's another good hire. But like I said, the Jay Valet hire is kind of a question mark. So I'm not quite sure about that one. Maybe we'll see in the coming days and weeks and months heading into the off season. I mean, heading into the off season. Off season ain't begun yet, but it begun for the teams that didn't make the playoffs, which is the Eagles. So the Eagle playoff hopes was dashed 4 games ago before we lost those last four, and up until this point now we're now just our offseason had begun weeks and weeks ago. So enough for that. But now this is actually a surprise. The Eagles were able to retain wide receiver coach Aaron Moorhead. He went through a wide receiver coach for the past two seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, actually, I'm sorry. This year, I'm sorry. I think he went the assistant wide receiver coach because a guy named Gunther, who the Eagles have hired, I think he was wide receiver coach a couple of years ago until he became the wide receiver coach full term, and so that's the only guy that the Eagles have retained was Aaron Moorhead, wide receiver coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said before, I think he was the assistant wide receiver coach behind the guy named Gunther. Yeah, Gunther Brewer. That's his name, Gunther Brewer. Gunther Brewer came from the University of North Carolina. I remember that one. They brought him in to be the wide receiver coach because they thought he was pretty good, but he left last year because they said something about he didn't like the way the NFL was run, so he left the NFL and went back to the college level. I want to say he's at UCLA. He's under Chip Kelly. I think that's where Gunther Brewer has gone. But like I said, Aaron Moorhead was retained by the Philadelphia Eagles as wide receiver coach. Um, I have an odd feeling that this is the last hoo-ha for Aaron Moorhead because if you guys remember, the Eagles wide receiver didn't play very well this year because they had a bunch of rookies starting and a bunch of guys from the practice squad starting. So uh, maybe, excuse me, maybe this is his last shot to becoming a top wide receiver coach, getting his name out there with the possibility of him moving up in the rankings in the NFL. So, but a lot of these guys the Eagles have hired, they all young, and none of them. I think they only got one guy over 40 years old, and that's offensive line coach Stout. I think Stout is the only guy that's over 40 years old, and then coaching staff. With everybody else is under 40. So that's that's a very very young coaching staff. But now all positions are hired except for one position, and that's running backs coach. So I'm not quite sure who the Eagles are going to hire as running back coach because I mentioned in the last video the Eagles need to hire a wide receiver coach and running back coach. So the Eagles have rehired or retained Aaron Moorhead, so that eliminates any possibility of Eagles bringing in a wide receivers coach off the streets. That ends that. So only position we got left now is I won't say still two positions. I think it's still two left. I believe. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say one position left, and that's running back coach. The Eagles have not hired a running back coach at this moment, so maybe the Eagles are waiting for whoever win or lose this Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and the let me see, Kansas City Chiefs and who they playing? Kansas City and Tampa Bay. So I get the Eagles to win between one of those teams to lose or win or wait for the season end before they hire themselves a running back coach. Because like I said, the staff is almost completely full. Only one position left now, and that's running backs. So once they get that solved, they'll be pretty much off the handle for the new coaching staff because, like I said, they got to have the coaching staff put in place before the new league year, which is March, which is not very far away because now we are not in the first beginning of February the 2nd, and so running back coach should be hired after this Super Bowl season come to a close. So that's my update video on the new coaching staff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Press that bell on top of on the very top right corner of the of my page, so you know when I bring a video or when I upload one, you know right away when it's coming. And most importantly, subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think at the bottom of the video itself. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said before, it's your boy the Green Talents. Come let you an update video on his new coaching staff, on new coaching hires. Peace. More love.